There is nothing romantic or poetic about pain. It hurts. It is uncomfortable. It stalls one momentum. As many of you know, I've lived much of my life in chronic pain, bad days and better days. Fortunately, after decades of searching and applying the body, breath, mind methods of traditional disciplines, there have been far more better days than bad days. One of my nightly practices is simple, sitting quietly in a comfortable chair, becoming still, and allowing the sensory field to settle. And if I'm not too tired, and if the hour allows, I will spend some time reading in the philosophical and practical literature of the great traditions, trying to understand the words of the masters. When I was a child, my mother had a set of books on her shelves, a collection by the poet Khalil Gibran. At the age of 10 or 11, I felt strangely drawn to them. I would often pull the volumes down just to look at the beautiful drawings he had created inside, but I never read the texts. In my 20s, I asked my mother if I could have the set. She was happy to pass them on, and they have remained on my shelves ever since. Their first book I read was called The Wanderer, which felt fitting at the time, as I myself was wandering, traveling and training and apprenticing and searching. I'd always meant to read The Prophet, but despite opening it many times over the years, I never did. Until tonight. After my usual quiet sitting practice, I stood up, took the book from my shelf, and began reading. My right neck and shoulder had been bothering me throughout the evening, but when I reached Gibran's poem on pain, on page 52 in my edition, I found myself unexpectedly absorbed by his language and metaphor. Somewhere in the reading, something shifted. The pain was no longer with me, it had receded. I would like to read now from The Prophet by Khalil Gibran on pain. And the woman spoke, saying, "Tell us of pain." And he, the prophet, said, "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. Even as the stone of the fruit must break, that its heart may stand in the sun, so must you know pain. And could you keep your heart in wonder at the daily miracles of your life, your pain would not seem less wondrous than your joy. And you would accept the seasons of your heart, even as you have accepted the seasons that pass over your fields. And you would watch with serenity through the winters of your grief. Much of your pain is self-chosen. It is the bitter potion by which the physician within you heals your sick self. Therefore, trust the physician and drink his remedy in silence and tranquility.